There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa26. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Making side adjustments here. RPO complete to open the drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Going right to work up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
When to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, out of space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And they may have got the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. First down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hemby. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. Defense covering it up enough. The offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you what, that one stings a little bit. You're trying to get a drive together, trying to get some points to dig out of your hole. Now you turn it over right before the half. All the momentum shifts straight to the other side.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him onto that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this...
it's a running room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
QB draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
wide open spaces. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides himself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa26. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on that throw.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Back to pass, it's Ncaa26. Finds his big tight end.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
On the run, it's Peoples. Makes his man miss. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll try the outside to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Beebe. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside but stop the clock. That just can't happen.
To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that fine.
He's loose. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback moving. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And they'll try to break the seal on the 2nd quarter by putting 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Got a man in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion, but to...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Defense not showing press coverage. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Gets it out fast. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Mayava. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he will score! Trojans. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. He's at the 40.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. Just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This drive started from their own 45-yard line. Gives it on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning on the Jets. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Final play of the quarter coming. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I don't know what the defense came into this one, expecting the fullback to be a weapon, catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some...
Touchdown, Florida State! They move on top here in the 4th. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his man. It's Lane. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll run it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to run it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the foot.
Touchdown Trojans! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Buys a little extra time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what